What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from Ozzy Gaming, and today we're back with Project Stardust. I just want to take a look out there and look at the sunset, well, actually sunrise right as it's starting. But got a lot to do today. Gonna be designing. I don't know about finishing, but at least designing a large grid, long range, I guess, cargo ship is what it's gonna be. So. Let's grab some steel plates. There we go. And head over to our little building platform. So I already got rid of the guardrails and put on the large grid rotor head. Reason for that is just I wanted to get to this as quickly as possible. So I guess we can start with a... Yeah, let's go with the light armor block to start. Gonna come out one either direction, and then I'm going to put some slopes down. I don't know if this is going to remain a part of the final design or be how I get up there or not, but I need to be able to get on top, and I don't have a jetpack to do that with. So, those are done. I think we're gonna try a bit of Minecraft skills to extend this out. Come on. There we go. This is gonna be dicey, straight up. I don't think Space Engineers was designed to be built this way. No, that's clipping. That was going to attach the wrong thing. You know what? Here we go. A little bit further. There we go. Okay. So the reason I wanted to go out, let's go maybe two more. The reason I wanted to go out to this far is so that I could put a light armor slope here, and then the 2x1x1 tip right there, and that is going to let me put in 3 forward atmospheric thrusters right on the tip. So go over and grab. I'm kind of warming up to these sci-fi thrusters. Didn't like them before. I'm warming up to them now. So let's go with 1, and then we need to here a couple more blocks down so I can actually stand. And then go with 2 and 3. Cool. So I think that should provide more than enough forward thrust. I'm slightly more worried about downward thrust, but I actually did a bit of the math, and I'll go grab some food while I talk about this. I did a bit of the math off camera, but basically what it comes down to is I want my current atmospheric miner to be able to load this thing up with about 4 trips. So after I calculate out, you know, exactly how much I would need for that, I realized that I would need about 8 small large grid cargo containers. So 8 small grid large cargo containers, when filled with ore, basically means I need what was it? I need 8 small large grid atmospheric thrusters. So 8 small atmospheric. Wow. 8 small large grid atmospheric thrusters are gonna need, I think it was technically like 2 large grid batteries, but since I kind of need this thing to be longer range, I decided to go with more than 2. Like, I think I decided to go with 8, so I'd have roughly an hour flight time. Anyway, I think now we can grab our other atmospheric thruster right here. And I'm going to put down, I think 3 of them on the back is what I was thinking about. Yeah, 3 on the back on one side, 3 on the back on the other side. Something resembling this. So far looking okay. Yeah, alright. So now about side thrusters. And then I can worry about reverse thrusters in a minute. Let's see. Side thrusters. If this is like a walking area here, I think I can put like 2 side thrusters on either side right up here. Let's see. How am I gonna do that? And should I just put... I hope I can. Nope. That's it's intersecting with this block over here. Okay. Let's see. I don't necessarily need to walk everywhere back here, and I need to put some batteries somewhere anyway. So let's go ahead and put in 2 batteries like so. Another 2 on the other side. Cool. And then pull those down for a bit of scaffolding. And I can put my... Oh. Nope, that's not going to work. It is not going to work at all. I could probably make it work pretty well for like reverse thrusters. So, we'll be doing reverse thrusters. That'll be 1 up there and 1 over there. Cool. So now I got up, forward, reversed. I still need side. There we go. So, this is going to be a bit of a wider thing, unless I do a crisscross, and I don't like doing that. I even put them like this. That's the wrong button. No, I can't. Alright. So, let's see. I'm not married to this whole design quite yet. But I kind of like how that's turning out on the back, so I kind of want to keep it. So I think I need to put, just because this little thing over here, I need to put side thrusters on this level. So I'm going to space it out, I guess with another one of the 8 batteries that I want to have. And then now I'm just going to use a full light armor block and put on side thrusters here, here. Let's go 2 in either direction. There. So that should be more than enough thrust like that. I'm still lacking 2 downward thrusters, which I guess I can put on the front. I still need to put in my cargo containers. So the cargo containers are going to need to link up to connectors. I think I want to put the connectors on the side, maybe up here. This is a relatively decent spot to access like the engineering section and such, so actually I'll move it 1 forward. There, and there. Ooh. Then we can just climb up here and get in there. Let's go ahead and put in the blocks on this bit. And finish up the mirroring part of it. Awesome. So do I want to go one more out? Yeah, I think I do. So, one more. Like so. And I'm really hoping all these things are connected to this grid, not the base grid, because otherwise that's going to be bad. So it's one more space there. I'm thinking one more. Yeah, let's just go down here. And then I can put my other thrusters. One over here and one over here. Alright. So that's all taken care of. I think I just need to worry about a bridge, or, you know, control seat area. And I don't think I want to go too fancy with it. Maybe something like, you know, actually get on there. Okay, I can work with this. So we go over here. I think it'll be this one right here. That. No, not quite. I need to get the new blocks. There. Cool. I think I can do something like that. And that. Yeah, it's right here. And I can bring it in. Have a 2x1x1 base. It's the front of it. Finish it off right there. Okay. Not gonna say it'll be the prettiest flyer, but should fly. Also looking at this, I didn't leave myself much room for cargo containers, so I guess I can start putting them back here, or actually, now I'm thinking about it, I should probably get what I have now welded up while it's easy to get to it, because I can't really reach it from down here, like, at all. So I need to get that done from up top. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that and do a bit of a cut and be right back. And we're back. So I got everything welded up. It's looking, you know, mostly okay. I'm still not quite able to visualize the shape that this thing is going to have in my mind later. Apparently my energy's low. Yeah, it's fine for a minute. So one thing I wanted to point out that I'm doing, and actually it's about time for me to do another one, is instead of trying to recharge all these things at once and completely draining the batteries on the base, as well as just hogging all the power that I should be using for other things, I actually turned them all off, and then I'm recharging them one at a time. So like this one over here, go ahead and turn it on, set it to recharge, and it'll be recharged in 13 minutes. So about every like 15 minutes I get another battery filled up, and as long as I leave them on recharge, they won't lose their power. Alright, so let's go take care of my energy and get back to designing. So I didn't weld these up because I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep them, because while I was building this, I sort of realized, wait a minute, power is going to be a bit of a limiting factor. It's not gonna be a hugely limiting factor. Like, I'm not planning on using this thing for a lot of like super long range trips or anything. But it is, if I just plug this thing into my base and set it to recharge, it's gonna use up way more power than I'm actually producing. Like, I think each of these can suck up about 12 megawatts. Is that right? Yeah, 12 megawatts each. And since there's 6 of them, that'll be 72 megawatts if my math is right. I'm pretty sure it is in this case. So 72 megawatts every time I plug this in. I don't think I'm making 72 megawatts. So I'm gonna dial back my idea of 8 batteries to 6, and I'm also gonna dial back my idea of 8 cargo containers also to 6. It just so happens that there is a pretty decent spot right down here for those cargo containers. It'll come out to here, and then dang it, why do I keep falling off this thing? Yeah. And I was kind of thinking, like, okay, so how can I possibly get like cargo access inside? I think my best spot might actually be like right here for a cargo container, and then maybe grind this out, replace that with a cargo container, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess maybe I could do the 6th one over here and just have all my cargo on one side. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to spread it out between both sides. So let's see. If that's 2 of them, that'll be 3, 4, 5, and then I guess I could go 6 over here to bring the cargo line over here. That would work. Okay. Guess we can do that. Gonna have to be a little bit smart about how exactly we do this, though. So, the reason for that is because literally everything on the back, at least at the moment, is supported by this beam right here, which is why I welded it up, even though I'm not going to grind out a part of it. So, I don't have steel plates. Let's grab some steel plates. Never have what I need. There. Okay, so steel plate over here, or steel, or light armor block. So now I have a connection from the back to the front, from here, around here, through there, so that leaves me free to grind this block out. Make sure I'm not grinding the block, pulling the whole thing up. Nope. Cool. Alright. Now I can put the other cargo container. Yes, I'm trying to make sure it rotates correctly. Here we go, I believe. And looking at that, that is actually perfect cargo access inside, so I think I'll keep that instead. So, some of this build is going to have to be done after I separate it from the base. Mostly just because I'm kind of restricted on how I access everything. But actually, yeah, you know, I think I'll keep that as my cargo access inside the ship. That should work out okay. Which means I need to rethink how I'm doing this out here. I think I still want to bring the cargo lines forward a block. So I think checking for anything major, nope. This is going to be my next target. here, which would let me put something like here on the inside if I wanted to, but you know, we'll get to that later. And then take out this bit of scaffolding. Do, after checking, I am learning from Splitsy and the goose. There we go. So that'll be 5 small, larger cargo containers in here. I've actually maintained this little access way so I can, you know, repair stuff if it happens to get damaged back here. And I also have my cargo lines coming forward, which is very nice. Let's see, I originally statted out for 8 of these things. So there's 5. I think I can go 6 over here and then mirror it up on the other side. So one right there and one over here. Okay, so that'll be 7. Which means in order to get the full 8 I was thinking about, I only need 1 more. But that means when I get around to, you know, working on the interior of this thing, I might be able to put one, like, over here and have, like, straight on horizontal cargo access, which would be nice. Or over here. So I'm going to leave the 8, or I should say the 8th one, as a bit of a floater. Alright, so cargo's taken care of, power's taken care of, at least for now. I might have to put a small hydrogen system on here so I can run some hydrogen generators, which now I'm thinking about is not a bad idea considering I have 3 O2H2 gens over here and a whole bunch of ice that I've been mining up because my mine up there is partially in an ice deposit that I'm not doing anything with. And if that could extend the range of this thing, it could totally be with it. Let's head under here and look at that. So, probably want to put like maybe 2 hydrogen tanks. Got this space right here if I grind those bits out. And then I would have space for a hydrogen engine, I guess, right here. And then a matching one on the other side. I guess that works. It does mean that I'm going to want to weld up the rotor head down there, though. So, that's gonna be fun. Can I get under this thing? Yes. That's not gonna help me because I can't weld the rotor head from under the rotor. Let's see. I think my best bet might be to grind out this thing right here. There we go. Okay. Put back in the cargo container. And then realize that this is actually not connected up at all. And I just wasted like 29 steel plates. Wow. Okay, so after this is built, I'll have to find a way to connect it up. But in the meantime, I should be able to put in my hydrogen tank right here. Let's grind this block out. Grab a hydrogen tank. Small one, and I'll grab the engine while I'm here. Let's see. I don't think it matters which direction I'm going to put this, so I'll put the detailed side down. And it looks like the bottom of it towards the back. got it. Here and repeat this. There we go. We got the detail side down, bottom towards the back. Cool. Ah. There we go. This is the thing I want. Okay. So. Now I believe that that thing has connection, or I should say attachment points on all sides, but I can also test. Yeah, I think I can test that with this. So this would have no attachment point to anything else, but it does have one on the hydrogen tank, so that tells me that it's also connecting to this row of thrusters. So should be able to grind this one out just fine and put in the hydrogen engine. Now, do I want it facing like that or down for the conveyor port access? If I want conveyor port access on the bottom, I'll do it another way. I don't want to do it with the engine. This just looks a little bit cleaner. Alright, so got that. And then this one over here. Cool. So that should give me enough power. Actually, let's take a look at those hydrogen engines real fast. I don't remember exactly how much power they output. So let's see. Hydrogen engines output 5 megawatts. So 2 of them output 10 megawatts, which means they'll be able to recharge this thing, which requires 72 megawatts to recharge in 15 minutes. Let's see, so if I do it for just one, I'll be able to recharge one of those batteries in 10 and 12. Let's call it about 20 minutes. So 6 of these, they'll be able to recharge the whole thing in about 2 hours, roughly. But I don't have anything else to do with my hydrogen, so yeah, that works. That works. Alright, so don't need to worry about that. Cargo's good, just needs to be welded up. And then I think we're down to the front of this thing. And also a little bit of interior design and figuring out access and such. So I'm tempted to put a cargo container here for just the idea of putting a connector over here, but I don't think I want a connector right next to this thruster anyway. Actually, I should probably figure out where I'm going to put a connector on here so it can connect to the base. I guess the bottom of it, like right under here would work. I'll have to put that on afterwards, but that should work. Then I can put like landing skids or something on the sides under there, so it, you know, can actually land a little better. But that means that this is not the level that I'm going to be accessing it from regularly. I'm going to be accessing it from one below. So, kind of like the side entrance. It's feeling pretty natural. I mean, it's also how I built it, but it feels normal to me. So we're gonna keep the side entrances like they are. Not where they are necessarily, but like they are. I do think extending this out one row here is the right move. but I also kind of want to keep the shape we got going on. So see if I can get up here and explain this a little bit better. So I kind of like having a little indent in the middle of my ships. It just adds a nice little extra shape, I guess you'd call it. So, and it keeps them from looking like, you know, cylinders or things like that. I might have to move those thrusters up front, which is totally fine. That's literally the reason why I didn't weld them up. And if I did that, that would let me have a ladder access on the side, which, okay, I'm not a fan of ladders for just like, this is how you get into everything, but I found out that you can actually reach up 2 blocks, grab a ladder, and head up. Don't ask me why I just figured that out today, or maybe realized it, or re-figured it out, but I think that might be the easiest way to get up into this thing. So, got this row over here that's going to be probably some kind of slope or something. Actually, almost certainly going to be slopes, so might as well. Then we can bring it in there and have this going up be a ladder access. So I don't have to worry about a ramp or stairs or anything to get on here. Should work out okay, although I can't put, you know, slope there because of the stupid railing. There we go. Then we got this thing over here, which, should I go with the old school into it? You know, I kind of want to go with the just straight up light armor corner here. It's gonna look, well, I don't know how that's gonna look. So, never mind. I like the light armor corner here. I don't know how it's gonna fit with the rest of it quite yet, so I'm gonna leave the rest of it for the moment. There we go. So, let's see. This feels about the right size. I don't want to extend this out any further. So I guess I need to tie those in. Actually, those might be a little bit on the low side. I may need to bring these up. Nope, I don't need to do that. Let's see. So this bit here is already stylized. So I guess I should start by playing off of this. So that would be what that would look like if I extended that out, and I think that's honestly probably fine. Okay. All design subject to further greebling, I guess. And then up here, we go with the regular light armor corner. That should tie it in well enough. And then, because I don't necessarily want an expansive front cockpit area, I can go with might have to go with a slightly different one. You know, this one right here works. And that right there. So it'll be a little bit of a sharp edge, but I do like sharp edges. There we go. And then I can put my glass right here, a display of some kind right here in this block, and then put the control seat right about here, I think. Let's see. So what kind of control seat? Maybe not that one. Maybe like just a flight seat for this size. This size of ship. How do I like the look from the outside? Very streamlined, very angular. Things should look okay. Alright, cool. Now how do I get that? Well, there's really only one block I can use. Okay, so there's more than one block I can use. There's only one block that I can really think about using if I want to keep, you know, flat lines. That'd be this one right here. There. So now that I'm up to the level of the roof, I think going with these and changing up the slope a bit will make it look kind of cool. And then I guess we just follow this line back. So now we're at an angle. And well, I put this here as just a ramp to get up, but it's also not a bad slope to work off of. So we can go with a couple more on the sides over here. Ah! Dang it. There. I think I need to connect there, and there, and then one more backside. Actually, probably one more here. There. Okay. So then, I guess I can bring it forward like this. I don't know if this will actually look good, but you know, it might. Especially since I actually need to leave these bits right here open. So maybe let's bring that back to, and at least make it appear to be intentional that this is missing. I'm not familiar enough with the with the shape of thruster flames to know whether or not this one will get hit. So let's see. According to this, the maximum length of the flame is going to be 3.24 meters past the cube edge. So each large block is 2.5 meters. So there's 2.5, and then 3.24 is another like 0.6 0.75 or 0.74 meters. So it extends just the tiniest bit into here. I think this is a case of I'm going to try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, I'll figure out another solution, but for now, it might be okay. This one will definitely be fine. It's that one I'm worried about. So, I guess now we can mirror that up over here. Like this. And like this. If I can remember my rotation tools correctly. There we go. Alright. Now those are done. Just gotta connect up this right here. And I think that'll do it. Got a decent amount of armor. I don't see a need to complicate the shape any further in the middle here, so we're just gonna bring it up and go flat. And that's not right. It's supposed to go like this. Wrong menu, or wrong button. Again. Alright. I do want to kind of complicate it right back here, though. So let's see. I think if I bring it back flat, and then slope it down from here. No. Use half blocks from this point. So I get out to the edge. Which is right back here. There we go. Stop it. I am going to change it up with this bit right here. Alright. I think this will look reasonably okay. To be totally honest, I'm probably not going to know until I get it welded up. So, I guess what that means is I should get it welded up. Ah. If I can stay on it. I think this thing definitely errs on the side of small large grid ship, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna. So, yeah, I should be able to get this welded up with the iron I got, and if not, I'll make some trips. So yeah, everything you see here. And I guess I should mirror that bit up right there. Is going to be welded up, and I will see you guys after a brief cut when it is. Alright, so I'm back, and I have welded up, I think at this point, the vast majority of the ship. I'm realizing I completely missed the hydrogen system down there, but we're getting to that part next anyway, so not a big deal. Something I realized while I was welding this up, I completely forgot to even think about where, you know, things like weapons might go. And I ended up leaving myself, I don't think I can get through there anymore. I ended up leaving myself not a whole lot of room to work with that. So I'm actually going to get up here and attempt a flying leap. onto there and hope that works. There we go. Not too injured. But yeah, the best spot I was able to come up with, I guess on the fly for a weapon, might be bring the conveyor system up here, and then I could put a turret up top right here. But I'm also not sure that I want to use this in combat, at least not intentionally. I might put some interior turrets, like I could easily slap an interior turret over here or so. But intentionally, I'd rather not use this in combat, despite what I said last time about potentially pirating some of the ASSERT vessels. And the reason for that is, this is not a combat vehicle. It was designed as a cargo hauler. And as a cargo hauler, I'm sure it'll perform, you know, very well. As a combat vehicle, well, it could use a little more agility than, you know, 2 sideways thrusters either direction. It could use way more guns. It could use probably better armor. So yeah, it's not going to be a combat vehicle. If/when I do get around to pirating ASSERT vessels, it will probably be in a purpose-built ship. I'm not sure what that is up there. It's not giving me a reading, so I'm gonna hope it's... I'm gonna hope it's not that close. But anyway, it'll be in a purpose-built ship. Probably large grid, but maybe small grid. I'm not sure. It'll depend on what size of ship I can comfortably keep repairing at that point. So, back to designing this ship, and now I'm looking at this back bit here. I don't think this is a situation where I want to put a huge amount of armor, so maybe just like a bit of a flare going on out here. Like we do half blocks across these 3, and then light armor slope there, light armor slope there, and then do I want to do that one? No, I think I want to do the slightly larger version. Then we can go with sloped light armor tips over there. A couple more of those, and something like that. I'm gonna have to get up top to put the top bits on though. So, you know, since I have some temporary scaffolding anyway, might as well. I'm out of steel plate. That should be enough. There. I can actually get up top. Alright. So then we got this bit. I could just bring it up 1, but then it'll slope right into here, and I kind of want to make it stand out a bit more. So instead I'm going to go with the half blocks, not there, here, and go and bring it up a little bit taller. That, and then go with these slopes. I have no idea how I'm going to weld all these up while this is sitting here, so I may need to actually get this thing flying first, but something like that. That looks horrible. That does not look anywhere near proportionate to the rest of the build, although maybe it will be, because I also gotta do some stuff on the bottom. So I'm going to call that good enough for now, subject to further modification. This bit right here, I'll probably just do a generic slope in, though. Okay. Now for this bit. Well, I need to get those welded up, so I can't really cover them up. But let's see, can I reach them? No, so I can't get rid of this entirely. I think I need to get this thing flying before I can do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and mirror up that design. Actually, no. Over here, I'm going to try the other variation of the design I thought of. So that would only come down to here. It'll use this thing. And another one over here. We just have a single light armor slope right there, and I guess from this angle, I should probably use half blocks first. There we go. Then the other slope here. Then I'll need to get on top anyway, so I don't know why I was struggling down here. Way to go, Brandon. Alright. So we come up here and pretty much the same as the other one. And I'll figure out which one I like better when I get this thing moving. There. Okay, so now, where am I going to park this? Temporarily. Because I can't leave it sitting in the air. I think it might actually be best if I put a... Oh, what is that thing called? Magnetic pad on the front and just sort of like attach it to the base so that I can keep getting on top of it and it doesn't use any power that way. Actually, no. I totally forgot about this while I was welding. Something I need to do first is make sure that all these batteries are charged up. There we go. So that might actually take a little bit longer. Looking at this, I'd kind of prefer to have a little bit more space on either side of me while I'm flying, so actually get rid of that. Place it with light armor slope 2x1x1 base. Yeah, that's all attached by that. That should be fine. There we go. Little room here. Cool. Then let's see what else. Don't think I want to put anything in here. If I want to put in an O2H2 gen later, I have room right here. I guess kind of a feature of how I designed this, not that I intended it this way, is that it's got a lot of places for me to expand out to, especially with like the hydrogen system down there if I want to make it potentially space capable, but you know, that is very far down the road. There we go. Still can't put in that one over there. I would be able to get the bottom fixed up if I had the connector attached. So I think if I get this up in the air, slap a connector on there, and then I guess I could park it up where on the miner pad. No, it's too fat. I won't be able to get on top of it. I don't think I have anywhere to put this, except literally where it is, which means I'd have to grind out that rotor and put in a connector there, which honestly might not be the worst thing in the world. So, alright, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna get rid of some of these things. This thing's not charged yet, so as soon as I disconnect this, it's gonna have... It's basically gonna fall. You got 10 minutes. These will be about 30 minutes. I'm not sure what I can do on camera. That'll be interesting for the next 30 minutes. I'm also seeing that it's getting near sundown. So, I think I might actually just cut it here, and come back to this next time. I mean, it's a pretty big part of our infrastructure, being able to go a long distance, carry a lot of cargo, especially if we're thinking about going to like the desert or something, or finding the desert, I should say, and picking up stuff from there. So, I'm thinking this might be where I call it. So, I don't mind spending 2 episodes designing and building this thing, even if I would generally prefer to do it in one. So, yeah, let's go ahead and call it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to see what this big old bird ends up looking like when I'm finally done with it. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I think I'm going to go with a... Yeah, that looks not bad. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.